Shart to LIEnette, accusing me of abuse. I'm not doing point one, have only defended and kindly gave my time and care to help you when you asked me to. You turn on people for no reason, just like you took the biological grandmother from the baby and her entire family members, cousins, siblings for nothing. Cold as ICE, and very sad for precious baby to lose everyone after adoption. You and John demanded I cut Jamie out of my life. Jamie and Jeremy warned you would turn on me, yet I trusted you, and here you are, turning in me. You are now slandering me with trolls behind my back according to you, all along and sharing our confidential conversations. And I will defend myself. I've never experienced anything like the way you and John treated those who are helping you. You also attacked and slandered the former mayor when you arrived. People are disposable to you. SHARA Michelle, Tony RESTAINO, no, she did not die. We had a disagreement. IT has long been resolved. I explained this 100 times. Your moles you sent into Messenger were trying to separate Michelle from all help. You like your victims isolated and poor, elderly, and disabled. Jeremy, one of your moles, was Michael. He is the one that convinced vulnerable Michelle to speak to the Ohio mayor for help so that you could get her to cross jurisdiction. And to Ohio, where they hand out bogus factory protective orders like candy. SHARA Michelle, Tony RESTAINO, Tony, and your pocket Ohio mayor's office told Michelle to write the email. He then did a video with you lying about Michelle's phone calls, mocking and shaming your victim with you. He's acting like a thug to be an actor on the show. He's begging for the spotlight. He should fly in with DUI, DUH, and hang out in the trees with Tubetown Willis. Tony RESTAINO, SHARA Michelle, say what? What are you talking about? SHARA Michelle, Tony RESTAINO, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Jeremy, I don't miss a dirty trick. SHARA's post. SHARA Michelle, Tony RESTAINO does Megan Fox. Author knows about the innocent child's photo of her undressed that was published by JH&G, along with her address and location on maps to hundreds of thousands of superfans, while inciting hate and action against her innocent mother ongoing. Mary and the innocent child are the reasons I said yes to this story after saying no for several weeks. I take the abuse of the elderly and children very seriously. When I saw elderly Mary's hand tremble and the fear in her eyes, I could not believe the sheriff was letting all the harassment on public officials and their families continue. This story is about to get bigger than you even realize. I hope Groupie Fox puts down the cash bag and Legos and gets on the ball. She wants to be a real top-shelf journalist and keep up. With the tsunamis ways up ahead, SHARA Michelle, Tony RESTAINO, she was not left in the car. They were in the drive-thru. After pulling out of the drive-thru, the child wanted to use the restroom with Mama. Children do that. Mom stopped in front of the front door and ran in to ask if she could bring her into the bathroom. She was able to see the vehicle from the window. She then got back in the vehicle and tuned it off to take the child inside. The AC was on, car was locked. Mom was standing right there nearby. The child then refused to go into pharmacy. Children do this, so Mama then took the child home instead. SHARA Michelle, Tony RESTAINO, you were on a witch hunt that began the day Michelle ran for office, and G wanted Michelle to hand off her child. This is one of the most extreme stalking cases I've witnessed. Laurel Edwards, SHARA Michelle, this is priceless. You truly believe that JH&TG take what you have to say seriously enough that they created alt accounts and spend time on your dumpster. Fire of a page reading and arguing with you, dog. If that isn't delusional, I don't know what is. SHARA Michelle, Tony RESTAINO, why didn't you proclaim Michelle to be a stalker until 2 years after she purchased her land with cash free and clear? Why didn't you protect the 3 beautiful white precious ducks your wonderful neighbors Michelle and John gave you from the bobcat? I have so many questions, but interviewing you would only produce your boo who blah blah boogie poo poo blah talk while Megan Fox. Authored a ride with martinis, and the groupie train riders hitch their choo-choo law to cover the feeder YouTube. SHARA's post, Tony RESTAINO, covering the case with an attorney. Attorney is going to help you with your blog? What does that even mean? And you never answered. What did LIEnette spend her hundreds of thousands of dollars on? She had all that money and chose not to build a habitable home for the child? So, you're saying she chose to live in a tool shed and poop in a bucket? Someone who can go through all that money and have nothing to show for it doesn't sound like a responsible adult to me. Shara Michelle, Tony Restaino, and Chris is G. Shara Michelle, Tony Restaino. How is it your business what she spent her hundreds of thousands on? Who the are you, Jeremy? There is only one Elvis. Reply all case. I will be covering the case with an attorney too. Levi Marshall, I don't get it. LP attacked Shara, who was going out of her way to help LP. Where did this come from suddenly? Pam Carson, Levi Marshall. It was a while back that Shart was mad at LP, then poof, she's back on the LP train. LOL, Levi Marshall. Pam Carson, OMG, she's going to get burnt so bad. N.